my wife in the relationship that I have, the husband and wife, and be able to use my headship in a loving way? Or do I, any kind of hubris, being able to say, my wife should do this or that because I've been given headship? Oh, what hubris. That's humility? Serving in humility with headship? It's not even close to understanding what it is. What about parents with children? Do we often discipline by using our position, the fact that we can have control, we may be bigger, or that we may have control over the purse, their money, or because we can make threats and hold them accountable to different forms of discipline? Or do we look at, Lord, in humility, you've given me the job of being a parent. Help me as I discipline to also instruct with love, so that when I'm disciplining my children, see not just my authority or the fact of my position I hold, but the fact that I'm concerned about them and I'm concerned about their heart and their soul, and I want them to see what I'm disciplining, the reasons for it. Ultimately going back, because I know the Lord disciplines me. The Lord comes into my life, and I know that I'm sinful. Is that conveyed to our children? Or what do we do with work? Do we still have cliques at work that we don't want to deal with other people, or we think that we're better? I hope it's never a situation in our lives that somebody who we're more educated, or that we look down about someone else. Middle school kids, high school kids, college kids, all the cliques that start. Oh, this one isn't as athletic as someone else. Oh, this person, they're not in the crowd, the ones that really the in crowd, have everything going. What? How easy it is to be able to have that hubris there rather than the spiritual humility, confident in Jesus Christ, and be able to say, I want to associate with everyone. I don't look for hate praise on myself. And that's for children. How much of it is for children? How easy it is. It's always, I've got to come first. That's not humility. In the book of Proverbs talks about being able to see and understand a child by their actions. Young people, those especially middle school, high school. How much of life is based on, I get to do something or I want something because of me? Where's the humility? And the confident humility has nothing to do with the confidence that we have that Christ will take care of me. It is so easy. Oh, that's your job. You do this because that's, rather than being able to say, hey, I want to help out and do everything I can for that person, even if that may be a situation. I want to help out. I want to make a difference. How about in the congregation? Listen to me because I've been here the longest. And because I know what goes on, that's what's got to happen. I've been the pastor here for 40 years, and that's not what I say, that goes. We can hear those in congregations. Nothing can get done until I get my say. Where is the humility? Where is it? Where is looking at what Christ did? Oh, Jesus, I forgot. All of this plays into the effect of being able to say, Lord, help me to have a godly, confident in Jesus Christ humility in everything I do. It's not wrong to be honored. It's not wrong to be thanked for what we have done. But it's really then when I'm thanked or honored is recognizing, Lord, these are gifts from you. Help me to continue to serve. It's nice to thank people. It's nice to receive honor. But not where it changes us in our relationship. But then back to Jesus. Maybe you're familiar with that verse those verses from Philippians. Listen to these verses. Because let's look at Jesus. Here's what part of that text says. Consider Jesus Christ, who being in very nature God, did not consider equality with God something to be grasped, but rather he made himself nothing by taking the very nature of a servant, and being found and made in human likeness, and being found in appearance as a man, he humbled himself and became obedient to death, even death of the cross. You look at Jesus Christ in his humility. And then you look at his life and dealing with each other, and the humbleness of being able to say, he took my sins and went to the cross and became obedient. How in the world will that impact my life? Do you remember how the verses before that go? Therefore, if you have any encouragement from being united with Christ, if any comfort from his love, if any common sharing in the Spirit, if any tenderness and compassion, Then make my joy complete by being like-minded, having the same love, being one in spirit and of mind. Do nothing out of selfish ambition, hubris, or vain conceit. Rather, in humility, value others above yourselves. That's why you wouldn't sit if the President of the United States or someone else came in, that we would not automatically say, I've got to come up front. Or if somebody that we respect, or somebody in the sports world, or the music or entertainment field that we respect, we have to come up front, we'll sit in the back. We really would, if that were the case. Until someone invited us forward. I'm not talking about tickets and things. But what is it? This is where it boils down to. Rather, in humility, value others above yourselves, and not looking to your own interests, but each of you to the interests of others. Why do I do things? Why do I serve at home and church? Because I want to serve other people. I may not want to do something. I may not enjoy doing something, but if I'm serving other people, then there I am. That's humility with each other. It all starts with my humility from God that I have. Oh God, what a joy to be part of your family. In your relationship with one another, have the same mindset as Jesus Christ, who being in very nature God. Oh, that goes into Jesus now. The motivation for loving and for living a life that we honor each other and are humble is when we look at Christ and what He did to save me. What greater motivation is there? There is none. May each of us have nothing to do with ungodly conning. Oh God, I can con my way through anything with looking and getting people to honor me, hubris. No. Rather, may each of us, as we look to that cross, as we look to the mercy Jesus we have seen and given to be seen in Jesus Christ as our Savior, may each of us live a life that truly we can say, Lord, thank you that I possess, never perfectly, this is why we go back and confess our sins. Lord, help me to have a godly, confident humility. Amen. And the peace of God, which passes all understanding, will keep and guard your hearts and minds through faith in Christ Jesus. Let us continue by singing the last three stanzas of hymn number 490.